Hey everyone, it's Even Nigga Jono! This is another battle I've got here. This was a triple battle against my friend Maddie. I don't really do triple battles all that often, like I usually stick to singles or doubles, but triples are kind of fun, so Maddie asked if I'd do a triple with her, so I did. Like I said, I don't really do triples that often, so they're always they're kind of weird but kind of fun at the same time. So I led with Aerodactyl, Bronzong, and Hippowdon. You can probably tell by now that it's a Sandstorm team. She led off with Amoonguss, Emolga, and Whimsicott. Hippowdon has Sandstream, obviously, but unfortunately it's nerfed in this, so it only does get 5 turns. She started with a Rage Powder on Amoonguss, which was kind of annoying, but whatever. And then a Tailwind, and then I was just like, okay, fuck, so you got a Tailwind and also a Rage Powder, so I was kind of already in the dirt. So I just taunted that thing, because I know that Amoonguss does carry Spore, so I was like, well, whatever. And then she went for a Volt Switch, and I honestly thought it would, like, do a lot more than it did. Like, I legitimately thought it would knock my Aerodactyl down to its, Focus Sash, but it didn't, so obviously Emolga switches out, and she goes into Edge the second, which is actually her Haxorus. This thing I was kind of afraid of. It had Mold Breaker, and I was like, oh shit, because that gets rid of, my, Levitate on Bronzong. I went for the Ice Fang initially on Emolga, and then she went into Haxorus, so it didn't really make a difference, I guess. Then I went for a Light Screen just to get that special defense boost because, you know, 2 out of 3 of her Pokemon are special attackers, except for her Haxorus now, which I'll need to set a Reflect up next, which I end up doing. So they're battered by the Sandstorm. Her Amoonguss has Black Sludge, so I was like, okay, whatever. Then she went for a Giga Drain. This did a lot more than I thought it would, considering I had the Light Screen up, but I guess Hippowdon special defense isn't really that good anyway, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then she went for a Swords Dance. I was kind of worried at this point, because I was like, well, if this thing has, like, a Dragon Claw, which I probably did, or an Earthquake, I would have been screwed. I went for a Stone Edge. It didn't really even do as much as I thought it would. Just frickin' Amoonguss took it like a champ. And then she went for a Giga Drain. So she got some health back there. I went for a Reflect because I really needed to get my defense up after that Swords Dance. I mean, I selected that anyway, but I guess that made up for the Swords Dance. Then I ruled out Whimsicott because I was like, well, I don't want this thing to set up like set up anything else because I know these things have Prankster usually. It went into her Mashana, which I don't know. I guess that kind of screwed me over because like Mashana's like really defensive, has a lot of HP and stuff like that. So anyway, the Sandstorm was dealing some damage. The Black Sludge came back into play there again. At this point, I was like, well, I got to get rid of this Haxorus because it has that Swords Dance. And then she went Helping Hand, and I was like, shit. If this thing hits with anything, it's going to really hurt. It had Mold Breaker, so Bronzong does get hurt, which does mean that her Mashana gets hurt as well, which normally has Telepathy. It also killed her Amoonguss, which I was like, okay, whatever. Bronzong got killed as well, which I was really upset about because I really like Bronzong. But that was okay. Mashana has a Citrus Berry, so that was annoying. I went and set up my own Tailwind, because I thought if I'm going to win this, I'm going to need a Tailwind. Because most of my Pokemon are really slow. I went for an Earthquake. I knew it couldn't hit my Aerodactyl, so that's what I did there. I mean, I guess in hindsight I would have hit Bronzong, but whatever. Alright, so that was the end of that Haxorus, thank God. I was really happy to see that thing go. Because I'm really scared of things that anything that has Swords Dance, I'm really scared of. When it's opposing me, that is. So she goes back into Whimsicott and Emolga. I went into Alakazam, which is actually a Magic Guard Alakazam, sorry. I went straight for the Stone Edge on Emolga, because that's, like, the critical. I don't really think that mattered, because Emolga's got garbage defenses. She went for a Giga Drain on Alakazam, which didn't do too much thanks to the Light Screen, which does wear off at the end of this turn, actually, I think. I went for a Psychic. It didn't kill this thing because it has a Focus Sash, which really annoyed the shit out of me, because I didn't expect this thing to have a Focus Sash. I went for an Ice Fang on Mashana, which did, like, nothing. Actually did a lot less than I thought it would. Then she went for a Moonlight, which doesn't do too much because of the Sandstorm, thank God. It only does, like, a quarter health, I think it is. The Sandstorm does take out Mashana, but that's still, like, the fact that it had a Focus Sash, like, annoyed the shit out of me, so... But whatever, it still went down at the end of this turn, so... That was the end of that, I guess. Then, her Tailwind petted out, and then she went into Buffalon, and I was like, well, I don't think I can lose it from here, but... I need to get rid of this thing, because, you know, you never know what these things have. They often have a very mixed moveset. I don't know why, but for some reason Stone Edge was never doing as much as I thought it would, which is really bizarre. So anyway, I went for a Shadow Ball on Mashana, which got rid of that, which left her with one Pokemon left, and by this point here it was kind of obvious that I'd won, but still. So anyway, I went for an Ice Fang. I don't really know why. Well, I could have gone Earthquake, but, you know, that would have hit my Alakazam as well. She went for a Rock Slide, which does take out Aerodactyl, doesn't quite take out Alakazam thanks to the Reflect. Didn't do all that much damage to Hippowdon. If it weren't for the Reflect, Alakazam definitely would have gone down. This thing's holding a Life Orb, obviously. My Sandstorm went, and then the Light Screen Morph at the same time. Yeah, I didn't have a Light Clay on Bronzong. So anyway, I went to Scizor because it has priority. I just Bullet Punch hissing to death, and that was the end of that. Technician, by the way. Technician Bullet Punch. I love Scizor. So anyway, that was a very good battle, actually. I'm kind of surprised that I won 4-0, considering she has a pretty good team. But anyway, good game, Maddie. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked it. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.